Finally, fairy rings. But this didn't just happen. So, I decided it was a good idea to unlock fairy rings on my brand new Ironman, which meant a whole lot of quests and a whole lot of requirements. And honestly, it was definitely worth it. One big unlock during this grind? Canvas. Rooftop agility coming soon. I plan to do Nature Spirit, but of course, I forgot to make the sickle. I had planned to do Lost City, but that required 36 woodcutting and 32 crafting. Now that I finished 36 woodcutting, it was time to get onto the crafting grind. But instead of the normal way, I decided I'd do it with quests. The first quest for crafting was the Giant Dwarf, but that required 16 fire making. The quest also required an iron bar and a red berry pie. I tried to smith an iron bar, but I'm a noob and I didn't have the level, so I went for a quick trip to the wilderness. I didn't really want to be in the wildy, but thankfully the iron bar spawn is close to Ferox Enclave. Next up, red berry pie, but I have to make it first. I made two because I knew I'd need one for Knight's Sword. Unfortunately, I burnt one pie. That quest is painful. Next, I wanted to do Elemental Workshop, but I didn't have the smithing level, so Knight's Sword was happening. I was scared that I'd burn it, but I didn't. I got super lucky and got the bronze axe on the first kill. tree spirit was defeated, and then I realized I didn't bring a teleport, so I was just gonna have to brave it out and run through the wilderness. Thankfully, I made it out without running into anyone, and all I had to do was go to Xanaris to finish the quest. While I was in Xanaris, I decided that I'd buy myself a dragon dagger for the future. I got really lucky with the items I had to collect and was given a potato cactus, a crushed gem, and some snapdragon. First up, the crushed gem. I got spooned and I got the crushed gem on the first try. Next was Snapdragon, and I did this with Brimhaven Agility. Thanks to my friend Teddy for the advice, because I had no idea you could get a Snapdragon from here. Finally, I had to get some potato cactus from the Calfire Hive. And I also completed the achievement diary while I was at it. Now that I had the magic cicators, it was time to fight Tanglefoot. Well, flinch Tanglefoot. With one farming, this took a while. With Fairy Tale 1 complete, that meant I was one step closer to Fairy Rings. And with that, Fairy Rings were unlocked. I moved on to doing some more quests, and I also got 30 fire making for the Sea Slug requirement. With the completion of Grand Tree, we move on to our next step, 43 prayer. But you'll have to wait for the next episode for that one. Thanks for watching.